Namaste and welcome to this exciting new episode of Sathology Debunking Mythology. Sat means truth, Logos means a study or science, Sathology means a science of truth, a study of truth, and it is a true antonym of mythology. Myth means in Sanskrit means a fake lie or imagination. Logos means study or science. Mythology means a science of fake lie imagination or study of fake lie or imagination. It's a big irony I've been telling in the last four shows that not a single Abrahamic faith calls their history as mythology, whereas they call Indian history as mythology. And they call Ramayana, Mahabharata, and all the ancient Indian scriptures who have the most scientific, archaeological, and astronomical proofs to be astronomical in the sense related to astronomy, stars, as mythology. So this word was coined to purposely brand the ancient Indian history or the ancient world history as mythology. And you can see that if you go to Wikipedia, you can search it out. The entire South American ancient religions is mythology. How can it be? They built great pyramids right in Mexico. I was in Yucatan and I was just seeing beautiful pyramids. How can that be mythology? It requires a lot of science, a lot of hard work, a lot of calculations to come up with 8 by 8 structure with 8 directions, a lot of science behind it. So without delay, I have a very, very special guest, a wonderful businessman personally, and also businesswoman, and personally also a great family person, and a great, I would say, very good in academics as well, from a very special town in India. And I was yesterday I was talking to somebody. It's called Dehradun. Now some of you may have got the hint. It's the place where you take rest before you go to Shivaliks for meditation, yoga, and other places. Nowadays it's totally different ever since the British took over. But now it's back to India, but still the same old culture is there. So without delay, let us welcome Shri Preeti Pundir.
Namaskar, Aditya ji.
Namaskar.
Thank you so much. You and I have been talking for quite some time now, but this is the first time we are meeting through this channel. So thank you once again for inviting me here. Thank you.
No, you're
So,
most cordially invited. So Preeti, will straight away get into the topic now. So
yeah.
first of all, you tell us little bit about Dehradun, if you whatever you know about it, and my first point, and it's just a discussion, it's not an interview or anything, it's just talking. And one of the things I see a lot with the mythology being spread, and so just tell us your views, and then we start it off.
Yes, Aditya ji, I was, I don't think so. There, I've seen that Dehradun is one place where, we find people all around the world who are aware of this place, Dehradun, with some kind of a connection, and related to. And the moment Dehradun comes, there are a lot of things. Masuri comes in, and then the Pantiki comes in, and then the things like, and then the most important part, you talk about Rishikesh, Haridwar, which are close, very close to Dehradun, and which, like you said, are places where meditation used to take place. So that definitely, वो कहते हैं कि ये एक ऐसी जगह है जो कि दिव्य जगह जिसे बोला जाता है. And how I would like to start is that, I want to come to this topic where हम इस जगह पे रहते हुए कितना अनअवेयर थे हर चीज से. इस देवभूमि में रहने के बावजूद we were so unaware of things, of our past, of our culture and heritage. और मैं अपने सारे viewers को I would like to tell them that how awareness came to me by accident. So let me start by that. And uh, you know uh, like like everybody, I was also educated in a very, I was also given the Western education as most of us, right? And whatever was told to me or imparted to me as knowledge, I took that on face value actually and believed that it was the truth. Everything was smooth, life was running smoothly, unless and until there was a very rough patch, that came into my life, and survival became very difficult. So I came across a person who was very knowledgeable, and he was the first one who introduced me to mantras. He explained to me how these mantras work scientifically and created the positive vibrations in not only our body but our entire environment. So what I did, मैं जाप करने लगी. I started doing the jap, and very soon I realized that things did not only become right with me, but it became exceptionally better. So that was my first introduction to our heritage. और तब मेरे अंदर जो वो कहते हैं ना जागृति पैदा हुई, एंड आई वांटेड टू नो. मुझे ऐसा लगा कि अगर एक मंत्र हमारे जीवन को इतना बदल सकता है, तो पता नहीं हमारे पास में क्या क्या छुपा हुआ है जो हम जिसके बारे में जानते ही नहीं. और फिर एक सोच आई कि ये अवेयरनेस, जो शायद मैंने आदित्य जी आपसे भी बात कर रही थी, कि ये अवेयरनेस जो मुझे बाय एक्सीडेंट, आई इट हैपेंड टू मी. कितने लोग हमारे जैसे हैं जिन्हें पता ही नहीं है दैट दे आर अनअवेयर. they are they don't even know that they are misinformed. तो उन्हें जगाने के लिए आपसे मैंने कई बार बात करी कि अवेयरनेस किसी को नहीं है, ये भी बताने के लिए what is it that we can do. This is our first step towards what your mission is all about, to getting people to know the actual truth. तो तब मुझे समझ आए कि हमें इस लाइन में आपको और मुझे मिलके हाथ एक दूसरे का पकड़ के आगे चलना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज हमें ये बहुत पेन होता है, हमें अंदर से पेन होता है कि जब हम देखते हैं कि कुछ लोग अनअवेयर हैं इस बारे में. तो दिस इज वेयर आई वांट यू टू पुट इन सम लाइट, दैट हाउ शुड वी स्टार्ट.
First of all, Dehradun is such a beautiful city. It's being polluted, but it's a beautiful city. It's a place, totally different vibrations, and it has a certain mark of quality. It is known as bada quality. It is a quality city in India. Like when you say Dehradun means education, directly the focus shift is education, and that was the original purpose of that place also. That it was always meant for education, and so many schools were opened. Masuri and very famous schools are there situated over there. And आपने बहुत ही सही प्रश्न पूछा है कि इतना हमारी इतनी अच्छी हिस्ट्री है, ओरिजिनल हमारे कल्चर है, हमारे जो पुस्तकें हैं इतनी सारी डिटेल में है, बट उसके बाद भी हमको क्या सिखाया गया कि वो सब बेकार है, वो सब बैकवर्ड है, सुपरस्टिशन. और zombie stories are real, but our histories are superstitious. People will rise up from graves is a real thing, but our history is very superstitious. All those, this is mythology. This is mythology. Another thing is fake narrations. A lot of fake narrations, like you said very correctly. So if you ask me that question, that our biggest problem is, first of all, congratulations to you, and also thank you that you are at least speaking out and telling your own experiences. If one mantra can change your life, then what to speak of other things which make up that mantra, or somebody who gives that mantra also, what to speak of that. Even in the West, in the US also today, the biggest problem in the American society is mental peace. In mental disease is the number one disease, and that is due to the culture of consumption. Just buy. Now, one thing you cannot buy, nobody can buy, that is happiness. Everything else can be bought, but happiness cannot be bought. Happiness has to be within, and that's where our culture comes into the place.
Yes, I completely agree with you, Aditya ji. And knowing your own self, that brings happiness. I have a son who's a teenager, and I am able to speak with a lot of teenagers, through him. So I asked him a very, very simple question. I was, intrigued to ask them. So one day, everybody was sitting. I asked him. I said, "Are you aware of your own history? Do you know what Hinduism is all about? Do you know where are you coming from, or who your ancestors were?" So, you know, I got a very crisp answer from all of them. This is, who cares? We are not able to see anybody who can be our role model in these times. So there is, nobody talks about India. Nobody wants to know about India. Nobody wants to know about our culture. So why should we also know about our culture? We want to do something which is an in thing. तो मुझे बहुत एकदम स्ट्राइक किया कि ये इस टाइप का, देखिए हम आप और मैं एग्री करते हैं कि हमारे एजुकेशन सिस्टम को तो बदलना है, और आपके मैंने कई टॉक्स पे, अभी जो आपका टॉक हुआ था रिसेंट टाइम्स में, उसमें भी मैंने देखा कि आप गवर्नर साहब से पूछ रहे हैं कि ये कैसे एजुकेशन बदलेंगे, बट ये जो टीनेज ग्रुप है, कहीं ना कहीं वो अपना रोल मॉडल देख नहीं पा रहे हैं, और हमें ऐसा लगा, मुझे पर्सनली ऐसा लगा कि हम शायद उनकी लेवल पे आके उन्हें समझा ही नहीं पा रहे हैं। देखिए एजुकेशन सिस्टम बिगनिंग से तो हमें पता है हमें करेक्ट करना है, पर व्हाट अबाउट द यंग माइंड्स दैट वी हैव इन इंडिया, उनको कैसे बदला जाएगा? उनको उन्हीं की तरह से बदला जाएगा कैसे? जब when we create, like he said there is no content on the media, there's only negative content about our culture. So where do we go? Where do we find? So content is the most important thing we have to bring in. Second, we have to come down to their level where we have to make them understand, whether it is by music. And while I'm talking to you, I'm also thinking, most of the children are into games. Why is it that we can't create Mahabharat games? Why can't we create Ramayana games? At least, people don't have to talk about characters of Avengers. They can talk about characters of our own culture. So that is where I felt that there is one gap which people like you and me, we can fill in, where we can come to that level and explain to them however way they understand. They were talking about some culture which I don't want to name through the channel, but they said we know everything about them, because you talk about their movies, you talk about their music, you talk about their videos on YouTube, everything talks about their culture. But what about us? We are not talking about anything, and we are not talking about this in a language which those young minds can understand. So I feel that we have to come down to the level to explain it to them. What do you say, Aditya ji,
No,
on
great
this?
idea, great idea, and every idea has a beginning. और आपने बहुत ही अच्छा idea दिया है. This is the way it should be, because if I have to communicate something to you, I have to communicate in the language which you understand, and language doesn't mean speaking. Behavior,
Yes,
symbols, all the symbols also make up, and symbols right from the beginning of humanity are a great way of communication. So we had all the symbols. And one thing I must add here, the Western world has a deep attraction for India as an American to American. Rishikesh
yes,
is the most heavily visited place by the American. I was there when I met you there. Again, I met you again. There, the majority of people over there, people telling me 30% of Rishikesh population is either from US or Israel. And
yes.
why are they there? What is attracting them? So the American consumption has created dissatisfaction in the Americans. And by the way, just for information's sake, the number one the vegan capital of the world is Tel Aviv. Very few people don't know it. It's a big vegetarian movement over there. If you go to Haifa, people have coffees and eggless donuts. This is the very common thing over there. Now in the so Rishikesh and all these places in India, they have a huge attraction. Russians go to Goa, but Americans don't go to Goa. Americans go to Varanasi, Americans go to Rishikesh, Vrindavan, Kumbh Mela, and Germans also. And they go to Rameshwaram. Like these are the places where their hearts get fulfilled, because the Western culture is not able to fill their hearts. Their bellies are full, but hearts are empty. So you're absolutely
Yeah,
right. These are the things which we have to think about, because the symbolism has to go in every sphere of our upcoming generations. This thing. Now, one thing I must say is the education side. Indian education system is disconnected from the family traditions and values of India.
absolutely.
That is not the case with Americans and Europeans. Europeans and Americans, their knowledge comes from the church, and the education system is also based on the church. I have nothing against it, but there is something to learn from there. That if they have kept it that way, why not we keep it our way? Why should we be following? We're talking about a colonizer's culture, and ignoring our culture, which is different than them. So there is a need to make our education and our culture Indianness. More Indianness has to be there. You know. And one more point, which is, since you said the word Hinduism, now they don't call Christianism, they don't call Islamism, but they call Judaism and Hinduism. So I think the right there. See, the language words play an important role, and etymology conveys a lot of things. The word ism is used where there is the doubt. That's where the ism is used. So that's a big problem, because when we say Hinduism, then we straight away we are already playing into their hands. But when I tell them ours is pathology and yours is mythology,
Yes,
then
I,
the tables are turned after that. Because now they have to question that if they have something else and we are mythology, then what is happening now?
yes, absolutely. And the worst point, you're rightfully saying this, that we've lost our touch with our own culture. And it's very strange now. Earlier, I'm not focusing it on one particular thing, but just quoting an example, that our sanskars and how we used to stay in a family. we हमारे एक बड़े होते थे जिनकी हम बात सुनते थे, या सुबह उठ के हमारे घरों में एक एनवायरनमेंट रहता था जहाँ पे हवन हुआ करता था. सो अब अगर किसी के घर में हवन होता है या किसी का बच्चा सुबह उठ के अपने माँ बाप के पैर छूता है, सो इट इज क्वाइट आउटडेटेड. दैट इज व्हाट दे फील, एंड दे फील अशेम्ड ऑफ देयर कल्चर. मुझे ये समझ नहीं आता कि हम लोग अपने कल्चर से इतना अशेम्ड क्यों फील करते हैं. व्हाई आर वी सो व्हाई डू वी शाई अवे फ्रॉम इट. I really fail to understand. Aditya ji, anything from you on this?
No, it's so true, because we have been made to feel sorry for our own tradition.
Yes.
हम लोग को बोला गया है कि जो भी आपका है बैकवर्ड है, ऐसे डायरेक्टली कोई बोल नहीं रहा है, लेकिन बोल भी रहे हैं. The Bollywood movies are the biggest culprits.
Actually, sorry. हाँ जी बताइए.
There was a joke कि जो 1000 साल का मुगल रूल नहीं कर पाया, जो एक्चुअली 1000 साल नहीं रूल किया था, 137 ईयर्स रूल किया था उन लोगों ने, और 90 ईयर्स का ब्रिटिश रूल नहीं कर पाया. 90 ईयर्स उसके पहले 1857 टू 1947, 90 ईयर्स. तो 90 साल का ब्रिटिश रूल नहीं कर पाया, उसको 20 साल का बॉलीवुड मूवीज ने कर दिया, और उसके बाद 10 साल में सोशल मीडिया ने कर दिया.
यस यस यस, बिल्कुल सही बात है ये. और एक्चुअली क्या हुआ है कि दिस थिंग, जैसे आप हमेशा बोलते हैं सनातन धर्म. So, it has been, everything has been politicized from the very beginning. जो earlier, the earlier politicians, they tried to suppress it. and they used to call it a culture of misbelief and myth, I would say. Then there was a different set of politically driven people, who tried their best to spread the message across, and it has been a few years they've been trying to do it. But what I see is that they brought the awareness to a very minuscule level. I mean, बहुत छोटे स्तर पे उस चीज को कर दिया है. सनातन धर्म को भी बहुत छोटे स्तर पे कर दिया है. वो कहीं ना कहीं किसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी को अटैच कर देता है. और the enormity of this has been subjected to a very small form. So, जो हमारा aim था of making people aware of our glory, वो कहीं ना कहीं it has been politicized completely. And हम किस तरीके से अब सनातन धर्म को देखते हैं, वो completely उसी तरीके से है, misbelief and myth जैसे वो कहेंगे. और शायद कईयों को तो शायद ये पता भी ना हो कि सनातन धर्म होता क्या चीज है.
That's right.
So that is, and I don't know, आपको क्या लगता है कि हमें इसके बारे में, जैसे कि उस बच्चे ने मेरे को बोला, इस तरीके के या तो हम कंटेंट करें, या आप जैसे ये शोज कर रहे हैं, तो स्पेसिफिक टू दीज धर्म्स देयर शुड बी सम कंटेंट जहाँ पे अगर हम सर्च करें कि आदित्य जी सनातन धर्म के बारे में बात करें, तो इट शुड जस्ट कम, एंड आप इस चीज को एक्सप्लेन बहुत अच्छे से कर सकते हैं कि ये एक्चुअली आ क्या रहा है. इंस्टेड ऑफ पोलिटिसाइजिंग इट बाय डिफरेंट पॉलिटिशियंस, I think it should be hands of people like you, where you can explain it to them.
Very good point. Or there is a action on my part. I have to give you something for your son. So that is the action. I remember now. I'll right after the call. We'll share that. Now the second thing is the politics. Politicians need to know that in a country like Bharat, Sanatan Dharma is their route to success, number one. Number two, Sanatan Dharma has given science to the whole world. It is not a, see, the moment I say Sanatan Dharma, like I was inviting one guest to our show, and I say, we talk about Sathology, mythology, Sanatan Dharma, and he said, मैं धार्मिक पुरुष नहीं हूँ. So I said, that is not Sanatan. Sanatan Dharma doesn't mean that. Sanatan, like, I'm not going to do a pravachan on the Astha channel like that here. So this is, Sanatan Dharma makes you logical, reasonable, and innovative. Now, I'll tell one thing to the politicians also, if they're listening, that every country which has become a superpower in the world has followed their own culture. They've not imported from anywhere else. Look at UK. UK has followed what they know, and they don't know more than this. See, within the UK also, there's a division between the English and the Welsh and the Scottish. So they formed a trade. Scottish are good army generals. So the Indian, most of the British army in India, which ruled, was Scottish generals. Even today, the Scottish generals rule they are the British. They are the generals of the British army. English are the traders. Everybody hates them in the UK. If you ask Welsh or the Irish or the Scottish, they'll say, I don't want to deal with London English people. They can't trust them. Now, as the UK, if you say they're following their culture. Americans who got independence from UK, the day they got the independence on 4th July 1776, they reversed everything, including the driving side. They went from right-hand drive to left-hand drive to such an extent. And the Queen was kicked out from the Constitution completely. And by the way, Americans got their Constitution from Iroquois. Iroquois were the Native Americans. So their Constitution is also Native American based. But the irony of America is they gave citizenship to Native Americans in 1924. It's like I come to your country and I say, I want to give you the citizenship. That was the plan of the British to put Hindu culture, Sanatan Dharma, into the museum so that you visit once a day or once a year and say, these are my ancestors. See, this is what is happening in Mexico. The entire South America is by nature is not a Christian continent by nature.
Mm.
They were brutally colonized from 1492 by Columbus. He was searching for India. They wanted to colonize India. See, their strategy is only to acquire the land. That's it. And Bhagavad Gita says very clearly, Artha Sanchayan. They are only interested in making money and exploiting the land. What has happened? Australia is such a big land. What happened to Aborigines? 25 million Australians who came from the British for whatever reason. Australians won't like it, but that's a history. But they came, they brought in, they replaced the entire Aborigines. Aborigines were treated as plants and animals. They were put under Plant and Animal Flora and Fauna Act of Australia. And the same thing is being done, what is being done even now in India. Don't think that British have gone, colonizers have gone. No, it was a British plan to create coconuts, brown from outside, white inside. That's what they've done successfully, and we feel very proud. But I am speaking in English language because I'm using the English language to counter the British. So they, we are using the same language, so you can also understand that we know your plan now. But yes, we have to Sanskritize our text now. Another example is Japan. Japan fiercely their education system is based on Japanese values, which actually come from India. Kerala, Kalaripayattu, that's where the martial traditions come from. Korea, South Korea, again, their culture, education based dojo. Look at what they have done. Samsung, LG, look at the brands they have created. Look at Japan, what they have done. So any country a country like India, like even the small countries like Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, they rejected all Western educations. The moment they got their independence, even Burma, Myanmar to an extent, they completely kicked out everything colonialism. And they are all financially well off. The only country in the Southeast Asia which has not prospered is Philippines. Because Philippines, they are still colonized in the mind by the Spanish culture. And Philippines used to speak Sanskrit. Their language, Tagalog, is based on written Brahmi script. They replaced everything. So when a Filipino American, I have a lot of Filipino Americans, my friends here, and they say Mabuhay, I say Mabuhay, because that's the best thing I'm going to trade with them. It's like Namaste in our culture. And the Namaste culture is getting prominence in the US. I'm so shocked sometimes when they see me. Most of people think I'm Spanish, but some people they say Namaste, and this is how we begin. So if we follow our own culture, we get innovative, we create unique products, creates our identity, and I'm telling you, if we do that, Americans will respect us more than ever.
Yes, absolutely. And I love the way you have quoted this. I'm going to quote you at some point of time, the coconut part. I really like that. So, yes, you are absolutely right. And but I don't want to discredit any work that has been happened, in the past few years. And we have seen that there is a major change in how people have started thinking and knowing India. Things have started changing. But the most unfortunate thing is that we Indians are not confident about our own existence. We still need a stamp, and we still need a confirmation from an outsider to tell us that we have a heritage we should be proud of. And in fact, there is a complete nexus, I feel, which is working towards nurturing this inferiority complex that is already inside, deep rooted. And somehow, whenever, even if there is a positive change somebody is trying to work on, so how do they do it? They start posting negative material on social medias. They'll do everything to create resistance over any positive thing that happens in the country. So this is very important thing, Aditya, and we need to counter that. And I don't have a solution for it. Maybe you can tell me that how do we counter this this negative matter and the negative content that this nexus is after making sure that we don't come out of this complexity.
You're absolutely right. See, the thing is, I have always said, ban Twitter, ban Facebook, ban any American platform in India. Create your own. Number one solution, because even the app stores or Google Play stores, the moment you register your app, it's American. After that, it's no longer Indian. It's just you have registered it, it's American. Now you have to take approval. See, that's what colonizers do. That they change your mindset,
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
have to take approval from me. And I hate the sir culture in India. Sir, it's like a every Tom, Dick, and Harry is saying sir, sir, sir. I said, just leave it. Call me Mahoday. Call me Arya. Call me. Just take my first name. I'm okay with that. Just tell my first name. My parents are giving me a beautiful name, Aditya. Just call Aditya, or Adi if you don't like it. Just call Adi. But sir, I said, you know what does sir mean? Sir means a chamcha of the queen. I am not chamcha of the queen. I want, I want my Rajwadas to be initiated back. We are also monarchs, and their behavior is like, if you hear the horror stories of the Tower of London, nobody will take any sir credit from them, sir or knight. So it's crazy. The second thing is, the most important thing is, we have been taught to completely. So there are two Indias in India. One is the, now we are speaking the English language, convent educated Indian. This is one India, and another India is traditional India. And I'm fortunate to be part of both. The traditions of India, they never accepted British rule. Never. Always the revolt started from the Sadhu Varga, Sadhus of India, traditions of India. They have maintained purity of tradition till date. The mythology disease is not there. And they are big in numbers, 250 million, 10 billion. That's why some political parties who only want to capture power, who are working on the agenda of the enemies of Hindus, they are the ones who actually create a division, and they introduce moles also in the sadhus also. In the sadhus also, they introduce the moles. So see, our tradition never speaks bad about anyone else. Sanatan Dharma never says that you are wrong, because if Sanatan Dharma rejects you, there is no one to accept you. It's done. Done deal.
yeah,
So
yeah.
therefore, Sanatan Dharma will never criticize. And I also don't do that. But people can understand what I'm talking about. That there are people, if I do not tell you that this guy is a fake, he's a mythologist, and he's only spreading lies, and he claims to be a mythologist. He says, I'm a mythologist. I said, okay, so you're just making it easy for me now. I did not call you, you yourself called yourself. And the likes of Romila Thapar, Irfan Habib, now the biggest jokers of the century, and one of the first prime ministers of India, who, while living in India, wrote a book, Bharat Ek Khoj. That's the biggest irony. Like, that guy is the prime minister of India and still searching for India, and his generations are also searching for India right now. Some people getting 50 years old, they're still trying to discover themselves. Like, half the age has already gone. So this is the irony. You can understand, you can laugh, and Sandra is also laughing, because they can understand that I am the prime minister of India, or the head of the India, prime minister of India, and I'm still searching, where is my country? What an irony. So this is the joke which has been going on. And when these people write, because first of all, they have no swadhyay. See, our ancient Gurukul system was very scientific. Today, and for the audience also, if you can see, we do 10 plus 2. Now, just because somebody else has low IQ doesn't mean I also have a low IQ. And I tell
Yeah.
people, look at the languages, alphabets. How many alphabets does Sanskrit and Hindi have? 53. Most of the Indians won't be able to tell those alphabets also, but they can say 26 English alphabets, they can say. So if our alphabets are more, definitely we have more processing power now, because just naturally it's if I have a bigger keyboard, I can program more. Very simple. If I have a smaller keyboard, I have a limitation to program. Now, so just by language, Indians have a higher IQ, Japanese have a higher IQ, and the traditional languages have a higher IQ. English makes you dumb, because just because you are dumb doesn't mean I am dumb. So my education has to be different standard then. So if you need 10 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus whatever you need, so these guys don't even graduate until the age of 30. When will they start earning? And we have adopted that same system in our ancient system. A 14-year-old guy in Gurukul, based on his qualities and everything, was fully educated. Arjun was fully educated by the age of 14. Done. Mahabharata time, in Ramayana time, everyone was 14 year old. Bhagwan Ram went out to now with Vishwamitra at the age of 15, 16. So Indians have a higher IQ and we need a different education system. Japanese don't follow the European system. They do have 10 plus 2 plus 3, and that's it. And after that, you can do whatever you want, higher skills and research and all those things. Those are occupations after that. So we have completely ignored the intellect of our own people. And my experience is Indians, everybody will agree with me. Not everybody is Indian here. Yeah, Sandra is Chinese American. So she knows that their culture is more advanced than the West. They follow their own education system. So we have a higher opportunity, but we are made to think you're nothing. So just like Hanumanji forgot. So now we have to remember, we have to become like Jambavan says, remember, you are Hanuman, not a dumb person, you're Hanuman. So we have to wake up our own people. And in the language they understand, like you correctly said, if the young guy wants this action movie, then I'm going to tell everything through the action movie. So I can go on and on, but let's continue.
No, no. I think it's either way. We have to make our audience and our viewers understand what we are talking about. Actually,
Yes.
they are also intelligent people. They are connected with us because they want to know more. And the three things which out of this discussion, I feel that we should summarize and request our viewers that maybe in whichever way they can help us, they must. So जैसे आप कहते हैं कि गिलहरी की चाल, तो हम ये एक एक छोटा छोटा स्टेप लेना चाहेंगे जहाँ पे the first thing is that we should ask our own people, viewers who are watching us, to to help us in making giving us suggestions on how we can make a change, or how we can create a content. I'm talking about Indians. How we can create a content which is going to interest the young minds. We can invite suggestions on that. We can make we need to make a revolutionary change in our education. So people like you and me and whoever we are connected with, we need to now start working on the fact that how can we should take measures, and we know that this is the problem, but what is the solution? So now we have to work towards a solution. We have to work to a place where we have to find more suggestions from people, and we can actually start working and acting on it. जैसे आप हमेशा आपको कोई task दिया जाता है, तो I have always seen within seconds it is done, because you don't want to delay anything. So why is it that we all can't be the same? And वो कहते हैं ना, एक और एक 11 होता है. तो
That's right.
ऐसे ही करके अगर एक एक करके ही हम लोग आगे बढ़ेंगे, और if like I'm able to influence, not influence, that's a wrong word actually. If I'm able to make a person understand that what we have missed in the past, and now it is a time to wake up, I think we should do everything in our hand to do so. And it is very important that we do our best to make people aware of our heritage now. वो कहते हैं ना, हम बदलेंगे, हम बदल जाएंगे तो युग अपने आप ही बदल जाएगा,
That's
और
right.
अगर हम सुधर जाएंगे तो युग अपने आप ही सुधर जाएगा. So we have to start from within.
One of the things is like to make it more specific, 8 to 18 are the formative years for any human being, 8 to 18. And if we, even if you go to 8 to 16 or 8 to 15, we check the curriculums of these textbooks ourselves. And like we all can take that project and prepare one report that you'll see that so much needs to be changed, so much needs to be changed. Like right now see what happens is when, see, the biggest problem of the India has been the in the Indian education ministry prides in itself in not doing anything, pretty much. Even the one of the education ministers said, we have not changed a single line. I said, that's why you became education minister, to change everything. Not to tell me the report, I have not changed anything. So the status quo is not work. Status quo means you have been lazy. So
To retain your position also. Nobody wants a conflict.
conflict. But the point is, people are intelligent now. If you don't do something, people are not going to vote you back. It's very clear. They voted you
Yes.
back to do something. But when you publicly come out and say we didn't do anything, you just
They're
write their
ready to
loss in
vote.
election.
Yes, yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Now people are becoming aware. So before the next poll, then people take out a list. Have they done anything? And you're so very right. I know what you're to whom you're talking about. So so I think we really need to make a change there.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you're listening and you understand, then my big namaste to you. Let's start working on 8 to 18. That's my focus is like so we just go to the 8th standard book, read what is written, and you'll be shocked. The garbage is there. Ram was a mythological figure. We're building a Ram Mandir here. Ram was a mythological figure. So why are you building the Ram Mandir then? Why there's a need for that? And they're written over there. Krishna was from the Adivasi tribe. Said everybody's Adivasi. If he's Adivasi, then all of us are Adivasi. We are happy to be called that way. Then call all Indians as Adivasis. So if Krishna was
Absolutely.
Adivasi, then call all of us will be proud to be called Adivasi. Yes, we are Adivasis. So those kind of things are written, and then they written somebody came from Arabs. Now those guys drink, if they drink the piss of a camel, doesn't mean that you should also drink the same thing. You can have better drinks over there. You can have lassi, you can have dahi. Just because it's so like it's hilarious, just say hilarious. But we have to, with a serious tone, we have to review everything there. We have to check out and make notes. In the show we can only make it we can discuss it, but it's a responsibility of all of us. All of us are pathologists. All of us, we need to do it together. And just saying that, okay, you take the whole charge. India is a country of 1.4 billion people. There are I don't know how many districts are there, how many schools are there, how many colleges are there, how many villages are there. It's a responsibility. Every town and village we have to go and ask question. Ask a district collector, ask a district magistrate, ask your local MLA. Tell them, you don't give them, if you don't give them vote, उसको रखो कि वोट देने नहीं जाएंगे, you lose the election automatically. Somebody else is going to vote. So we have to start telling them all these things. Otherwise, it's not going to change. There has to be a pressure. And there are a lot of good politicians in India. In fact, I really respect the leadership of India today. But again, the minions under them, they have to be told.
And you're so right, Aditya, that one person cannot do anything.
Yeah.
Now we all have got connected to Cytology, and our viewers and everything, and whoever is watching today. I would request each one of them that if they see any kind of sense in whatever you and I are talking, they must come forward. They must come forward. They must send their messages. They must give their suggestions. And I think you have a completely open mind towards any good suggestion I've seen in the past. And people should connect with Cytology because this is a platform where you can speak and speak truthfully. You don't have to think about 10 things. Okay, I can't say this, I can't say this, I have to be manipulative and everything. So when we have this kind of a platform, we must go out, and I am requesting all my viewers today that if you see any kind of sense, please come up and join us and tell us what needs to be done and how it needs to be done.
And you can write to us at sathology@sathology.org, or you can also publish your articles about your local cities. If you see anything on Wikipedia that hurts you, go to sathology.org, pick up that topic and write a actual factual narrative of that place, like city histories, Dehradun, Rishikesh, all these great. If you go to Wikipedia, Wikipedia is a intellectual suicide, place of intellectual suicide, because somebody else is editing the articles. There was a time where Wikipedia used to be neutral, but now it is entirely anti-Hindu, anti-Sanatan Dharma. Same as a Quora. So you cannot use any of those forums. And Twitter, you all know, if you start any one thing you register with the name of Hindu in it, say Hindu from Dehradun, you will be blocked in 24 hours.
Yes,
That's a
yes.
joke. So
It has become a joke actually.
yeah, so do that and share with us, and like I said, we have platforms where you can write yours. You don't have to take my approval, anybody else's approval also. But if you want to volunteer and join us, sathology@sathology.org, it goes to the people who will take decisions. And the same thing for USA is a different email ID, is sathologyglobal@sathology.org, so you can write over there too. Thank you, Preeti ji. It's a wonderful talk, and thank you for your time. I know you're busy also, and we'll touch base in a few minutes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Namaste.